Let's do some stocks on the move. There obviously are many today. Hims and Hers pacing for its worst week ever. You flagged this to our crew.
It's something that I've never seen before. So the stock started this week with a 35% crash because they had a joint venture with Novo Nordisk to sell to sell branded version of Wegovy versus the compounded version that they've been selling. And then Novo Nordisk, after a month, put out a press release basically accusing them of false advertising and endangering patients and pulled out. So Hims got crushed, but the thing is, they still have millions of users who like that platform. I don't know if this is a news flash. People don't like going to the doctor and face-to-face talking about erectile dysfunction, balding, or being fat slobs. So I'm speaking for myself. All right, so I think like when you think about whether this stock could recover or not, I think you go with the distribution versus the original product manufacturer, because Hims could pivot to selling any other version, and there are now 10 of them. So maybe this sell-off got overdone, and I thought it was an interesting story to mention. All
right, JetBlue, the second largest investor to consider selling their stake, according to Reuters. It's a near 10% stake. Jenny, you own the stock. That's not that big of a reaction to, I guess, a news headline that would lead you to believe that the stock might be down more if the second largest investor was considering selling the stake.
Yeah, I mean, the thing's so beaten to nothing, but I want to share another nugget of wisdom from my exciting week of conferences. So the subject of value traps came up, and one of the portfolio managers who was presenting said a lot of our best performers were the worst performers. Be careful not to be too quick to deem something a value trap. And I think this has been a terrible stock. But the reality is things are going better than they were. They should start. There's a new management. They started in February of 24, so a year and a half. I don't think they've had quite enough time to really start to turn things around. But if there's any improvement to earnings growth, if they can ever get back to $1 a share, they used to be at $2 a share. It's really cheap, and there should be some improvement. But I think that's the point of the response.
Why do you own the stock still?
Because we don't think it should be sold here. I think there's upside potential. So every time you own something, you look at it as what's the opportunity cost. And, just to beat myself up a little more, how we were talking about Organon over the last couple weeks? Yeah. And I didn't sell Organon when it had its big hit down to 8. Now it's above 10. So even though things get just shellacked, sometimes they're down too much. And I think there could be upside.
You go to a lot of conferences.
I know. It's why I'm so smart.
Okay.
Why don't they do a reverse?
A big vote of confidence for the conference circuit.
I'm kidding.
Why would they allow themselves to have a $4 stock? Why not do a reverse stock split? Nobody could buy this.
Maybe they should.
Institutional investors are not buying it under 5.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they're not doing it.
They don't want to see a stock that's under $5.
All right, up next,
so
Josh.
maybe they'll listen to you.